Ashoka Chatterjee here. Much have been talked about regarding financial inclusion since morning, and we all know that less than 50% of Indian population is having a bank account. And out of that, hardly 26% is women. Now, in the financial market, we do have the very established players like the commercial banks. We have NBFCs, various types. And MFI is a particular type of NBFC. There are rural banks, there are cooperative banks, and so on. But after so many years of banking service being given, we still find that government is still talking about, everybody is talking about that we need to bring in our fold all the excluded persons. Why it is that it has happened so? Banks means business, they do open branches, they do banking, but then the cost is a huge obstacle for them because they have got staff working in the rural areas. It's a very costly proposition. Then as Reserve Bank has given them a suggestion or instructions, okay, they can take the help of BCs, banking correspondents. That too have been tried or being tried in a big way, but not to big success. What is happening is we in the just previous lunch session we heard that through our various government money that is being now these transfers happening, these are happening through such accounts. But in the end of the day, it's almost a zero balance because the money comes and they take away the money. If that be the case, then for the banks, these accounts doesn't prove to be viable for them because there is a high maintenance cost. So there is various reasons, in spite of best efforts, that this purpose is not being, fulfilled. Now, probably here comes the role of an MFI. MFI works, just before that, my friend has told that they are in every nook and corner of the country. The reach is huge. Now, what is the difference between a bank and an NBFC? An NBFC can take care of customers in a grassroots level, many cases, and it has got a local touch. But whereas as a bank, it's a little distant proposition. But an NBFC, most of the cases, cannot take deposits from the public. So there is a big a weakness that the system has inherent to it, that the NBFCs, particularly the MFIs, they're totally dependent on the banking system for getting their resources. Now, if you have to go ahead with this idea of spreading financial inclusion, then you must have access to resources. Therefore, I feel that either they be allowed to take thrift deposit or something, or they be allowed to get converted into the bank. Now, to get converted into a bank, then what are the things that they need to do? Now, the strength lies there. Now, if I talk about Bandhan, Bandhan is having almost 48 lakhs borrowers with them, a huge number. They are having more than 1,800 branches spread across India, but very strong in the eastern belt. Now, with this customer base, now if they are allowed to do banking, now these many 48 lakhs customers, 48 lakhs borrowers, is the base they can start with. And these people can get the benefit of the banking. Now, why are they not getting it? We did a voice of customer. We did a survey. And what did we get out of that? These poor people, they say, we can't go to a bank. Why? We are afraid to enter there. Second, processes are too long, too many papers. We don't understand. Third, opportunity cost is very high. They have to travel a long distance, go to the bank, they have to spend a lot of money and then do it. So these are the obstacles. They don't understand the language because sophisticated people sitting there, they cannot come down to their level and talk to them. They're afraid. So these are the obstacles which can be overcome by people, by the, the foot soldiers who work with the MFIs. They can reach out to these people, they can mingle with them, they can talk their language and really have the trust of these people. So this is a very basic thing which an MFI has. And what are the challenges then lying ahead? If at all, I say at all because if they are given a permission to become a bank, the challenge is to upgrade the skill level of this huge staff. See, Bandhan itself is having almost 13,000 staff. So upgrade their skill, take other expertise, and then go ahead and then also take care of the infrastructural problems that is existing in India. Different distant location, deep pockets, there are hardly infrastructure available where you can have all ICT models functioning there properly. So these are the huge tasks, but we are very, very confident that given the opportunity with all the people around, it is going to be a grand success.